Hello, everybody. This is Amphra at FIG Studios, and you are my sister talk show. Today is April the 8th. I want to say one thing before we get started, that today is my hours on her grave. We are live, and we're talking today about why men lie and cheat. And I have two experts here. Two experts at not necessarily lying and cheating, but they understand why men lie and cheat. How about that?
All right.
Okay. And we're going to listen to some music and give people the chance to sign on. Again, my guest, welcome you guys, Warren, this is his second time on, and he and I talk all the time. And Victor, who I haven't seen in about 20 years, but it's like we never missed a beat. So I'm going to choose some music here and give people a chance to sign on so that we can get this conversation started at 6 o'clock. I'm going to play some good old R&B like I always do. I'm not sure what I want to play. Let me just look here. I got so much music here. They didn't give me a good song that they want to play. So, which you gave me one. I don't have that one, no, unfortunately. So I'm going to play some, let's see. How about Car Wash? Because we're 70s people, right? We're going to listen to some Car Wash. Wow. That ain't Car Wash. There we go. I remember those days dancing and having those house parties. You didn't have to.
House party.
I've been to a house party and I could tell you when. About 25 years. Hello, everybody. We're going to listen to some Car Wash today. To 6 o'clock, give people a chance to sign on. Hi, Sheila Rogers Live. Hi, April Sinclair. Hi, Ursula Dorsey. Vivian Fields. She said good evening. Hi, Ursula. Hi, Azur. We're going to listen to some music until 6 o'clock. I'm going to share the video on y'all page. Look at the love. You might not ever get rich. Let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch. There ain't no telling who you might meet. A movie star, they leave it up. Share this on y'all pages, please. Help me get this word out. Working at the car wash. I'm only singing in the car wash. This is a conversation car wash. Come some of the work gets kind of hard. This ain't no place to be if you plan on being a star. Let me tell you, it's always cool. And the boss sometimes it gets cool. Like the car wash. Come on, y'all, and sing it. Car wash. Car wash. Well, those cars never seem to stop coming. Please share this on your page, you guys. Machines coming. And work. It's on your page. I can't wait to come on and give us a play. Hi, everybody. Okay. Car wash, yeah. Come on, we all sing it with me. Car wash. Sing it with me. Car wash, yeah. Sing the shout. All right, everybody. So quick, watch the start. Machines coming. It's always good. And the boss don't mind sometimes if you act the fool. All righty, I'm the 70s, baby. Oh, let me turn up. Look, I went to Beyonce.
That's B.
That's B. All righty now. I'm an R&B junkie. So, hello, everybody. This is Amphra, host of the You Are My Sister talk show. Welcome. Look at all the people who have signed on already. Goodness. Denise Boyd. Hi, my cousin. Hi, Azur. Hi, Beverly Harper. Hi, Lorenzo Miller. Teresa Kearney. Tony Neal Ernestine and Robin Dotson. How you doing? Thank you guys for joining. I am asking you guys to please share this on your Facebook page so that we can have a lot of viewers today. Ask questions, make comments. I have two of my Binghamton brothers here with me. Warren Williams, this is the second time on the show, and my brother Victor Crawford. Hi, Victor. I hate to say they're experts in lying and cheating. Whoops. But they have, I asked them to come on. I asked Warren to come back on because Warren has a special place with the show, because when he was on back in September, he really was transparent about his life experiences and the mistakes that he's made. And he opened the door for other men to want to come on the show and be honest. So that, to me, I wanted to have him back on because we had some technical difficulties. You know, it was like the second or third show that I had done. And he was so good. His show is still my favorite show of all the shows that I've done. And I asked him to come back on. And we've been talking about this for months. And then when I posted that he was coming back on, Victor just popped up and said, hey, I need to be on this show with Warren. And I wasn't sure if Victor was serious, but he was. And here we are today. And I haven't seen Victor in probably 20 years, but we are Binghamton, so it doesn't matter. We just picked up where we left off as far as friends. We love each other. But the conversation today is why men lie and cheat. Now, I want to preface this by saying this is not about male bashing. It's not about blaming. It's not about putting each other down. It's about trying to understand why men lie and cheat. Women do too. That was the conversation the other night. Oh, y'all women lie and cheat too. We learned it from the pros. So, you know, we picked it up from y'all in some degree. But we are talking about this because we got to do something to bridge the gap between black men and black women. It's to the point now where y'all don't love us and we don't love y'all to some degree. You know what I mean? And so when a community, a culture loses the love for each other, then the other things and facets have conquered us. And that is where we are today now. When black people no longer love each other and procreate together, we're losing something valuable. So thank you for coming on. And I want to say one more thing before we get started. Happy birthday, Warren. Your birthday was a few days ago. He missed April Fool's by a day. April the 2nd.
So now y'all know why.
Yeah, but anyway, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
And we're going out to dinner afterwards to Bonefish Grill. If you guys want to meet us there at 8 o'clock, I welcome you guys to come and have dinner with us or drinks or whatever, just to continue the fellowship, actually, you know. But so why men cheat? We see on the television, most of us have experienced this generational curse. Most women have, most men. We see people losing their positions of power. We know what happened with Bill Clinton. We know what's going on with Trump's dumpster now. You know what I mean? Historically, men have lied and cheated. And I just want to know and understand, why do y'all do that, Warren? What makes men lie and cheat? And they seem to go together like Siamese twins.
The first thing, I believe the reason we cheat is because at some point we lose the respect. If
Respect for who?
For the woman.
Okay.
For each other.
Okay.
It's a lack of communication.
Okay.
When we don't communicate, when we don't talk, things look like it's not what it is.
Okay.
And as long as we keep communication lines open, then I believe first and foremost, that's the biggest problem, lack of communication.
Okay. So you're saying that you believe, and then maybe in your experience, that men cheat because of a lack of communication in relationship?
Lack of communication, a loss of respect.
Okay.
It's different levels to it.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
I'm going with you.
But you know, if I lose respect for you, then I become probably curious about what's going on outside the relationship. If I don't talk to you and I misunderstand some of the things you're doing, then me personally, I'm gonna think, you know, something in the milk ain't clean.
Okay, so if a woman is faithful to you, right?
Yes.
And you guys fall in love, and you commit to her to say, I'm not going to be with anybody else. We are in a committed relationship. You're telling me that you're not going to hit on, flirt on with nobody else. Okay. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. She's giving it to you good. She's, you know, sexually, she's that good, faithful woman. You're telling me that you're not going to look at nobody else sideways and say, damn, or, you know.
I think
the only reason why you'll cheat is because of her. The only reason,
I promise you, the only reason let me say this.
I'm asking the truth.
I've been in a lot of relationships.
Okay.
Not one relationship from start to finish was I faithful.
Okay.
Not one.
Not one. Okay.
But
and it was all their fault because you weren't faithful.
But the only reason I cheated is because I wasn't sure about her. Not once. Not
all the women you dated.
Of all the women I've dated.
You cheated because you weren't sure she was faithful to you.
Yeah, that was medication. That was a sick way of medicating myself. Honestly.
Yeah, you was on a pussy regimen.
That was a sick way of. Well, you know.
We don't lie. We don't say that.
And this is how I justify cheating. If I cheat on you, I can't come to you with nothing else.
You can't come to it no more with the truth.
I can't.
You cheated.
I can't.
So did you cheat on yourself? Did you cheat on her, or did you cheat yourself too?
I think as I was grown, the way I handled those situations, I stunted my growth.
Okay.
I cheated myself as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And like I say, it's levels. It's a process.
Yeah.
But
there's so many different variations of why men do lie and cheat. But you're telling me your experience.
My experience was if I'm going to what I've learned for like the last 5 years, in spite of what I did younger, what I've learned was I need to talk. I need to put on the table. And what I do first
your
of all,
expectations.
Yes. What I do first of all, I ask a woman, what is about you that I may not like?
Okay.
That's a hard question for many people to answer. And in getting to know them, I let them know everything about me, the good and the bad.
Okay.
So if she hears
do you tell them that you're gonna cheat? Do you tell?
I tell them that I'm going to, and this is how I handle that.
Okay.
If I see something that's suspect.
Okay. Well, what's suspect to you?
Anything that looks suspicious. So I mean, you know, if
are you looking for a reason to cheat?
I'm not looking for a reason.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to handle that situation the best way I can.
Okay.
So if I see you at the grocery store and this dude is in your ear, now that's not supposed to happen. I know guys come on to girls, and I know this, and I know conversation take place.
Okay.
But he ain't supposed to be in your ear.
Okay. So would you say then that you have a lot of insecurities?
I don't. And what I mean by what I say about that is the reason I don't feel like I have insecurities is because up front in the getting to know you stage, I'm telling you how I am.
Okay.
And if I bring something or concern to you and you act like you don't care about my feelings, I don't have to have details. I don't have to have nothing. Okay. I'm gone. I'm finna go do it.
So do you break up or do you cheat?
I don't break up. I cheat.
I love the honesty. So you rather cheat on her, which gives you an outlet.
It may not be beneficial for me to break up. That might be where I sleep. that may be where that may be my transportation.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
but because a man was in her face, he might have been saying, "Baby, do you know what in the grocery store?" So a man may come to her and say, "Baby, do you know what the beans are, what aisle the beans on?" You said face. I said ear. Ear. Face, ear. Nope. If he needs to know where the beans are, he ain't got no beans in your ear. Now you need to clear it up, and if you don't clear it up, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna so bring you just it to gonna go cheap. I'm gonna bring it to you. And I expect you, and see, this is the killing part. This is the killing part. Just like I'm talking to you now. We talk. And in talking to you, I tell you exactly how I am. So, are you a jealous? I'm not. Man. I'm not. I don't. Are you an insecure man in a relationship? I'm not. I mean, I don't hog your time. I don't care where you go. I ain't asking you about when you coming back. I'm not none of that. Okay. But any suspicions that you have, instead of confronting her about them, you'll just cheat. No, you're not hearing me. Okay, I'm just clear it up. You're not hearing me. I'm going to bring it to you. Oh, okay. I'm going to bring it to you. We're going to talk about it. Okay. If you act like you don't care about my concerns, okay, fine. So you're not going to break up. You're just going to cheat. That's right. Okay, we're going to pause there. I'm going to read some comments here because people want to know why you laughing so hard, Vic. I'm going to read some of these comments and we're going to ask Vic the same question. We're going to ask you, Vic. You say you're an expert. Or we're going to be honest anyway. Be honest. Okay. So no doubt. Thank you guys for joining. Martha Brown has joined. Vanessa Barton, hi. Pamela Boyd Stevenson, my sister. Michael Toll says, what's up, my Binghamton sisters and brothers? Hi, DJ Trey, Bill in Atlanta. Marcus Fitzgerald Brown, I can't believe you didn't know who I was. Robert Jameson in LA says, truthfully, men cheat because we're selfish. Bottom line, I totally agree with that. Yeah, just listen here. DJ says, hi sis, good to see you. Last time I saw you, we was at the cancer benefit. Vanessa Burns says, really, Warren? Tony says, Vic, Tony Ernestine says, Vic, I plead the fifth. I don't know what she means by that. Who is that? Tony Neal Ernestine. Sure. That's Tony Shaw. Yeah. Hey, Tony. Okay. Francine Green says, stop laughing, Vic. You're up next. Tony says, Rusty, that's my dog. Be honest. Teresa Kearney says, no one should ever cheat. If you can't get along, communicate, or trust each other, just go your separate ways, and you don't have to worry about cheating. Vanessa Barton says, Vic, why are you laughing? Marcus Fitzgerald Brown says, hello. Elise Cratcher says, oh my.
I'm a happy person. I'm always
and smiling. Clyde Bledsoe has joined. Woo, hey, Clyde. Why would you cheat? Just walk away. I can't believe you said that. Willie Soul Train says, what's up, my classmates? And Elisa Cratcher says, men cheat because the opportunity is there. So, okay. So, Victor Crawford, my buddy, why, in your opinion, in your experience, do men cheat? Well,
just to be real about it, they cheat because it's what they want to do. You know, sometimes you can have the perfect ideal woman as a soulmate. She can do everything that she needs to do as a female. Yeah. And it could be the person, the man that you're dealing with, that's just what he want to do. I agree with you. Reason. I mean, the basic stuff, you gain weight, you don't clean, you don't cook, you know, you're not good in the bed. I mean, those are the excuses. But basically, at the end of the day, you do it because that's what you really want to do.
True. So I asked a question, Victor, a few months ago, maybe a few weeks ago, truthfully. And people just jumped on me on Facebook, which didn't offend me because I asked a question. Is it in a man's innate nature? Are you born with the nature to prey, P-R-E-Y, on women? Are you born with the lustful eye, that greed, and you want more? Because the woman at home could be doing everything. Right. And you see a woman, you want to hit it. You know what I mean? Right. I'm asking the question, is it in your behavior? Is it cultural? Is it generational curses? Is it behavior? Is it learned behavior? Or is it just something you're born with?
Well, if you based it off generational, if you look at the way we was brought up, the men that we had around us, the men around us didn't show us that.
There you go.
So
a lot of it's behavior.
Therefore, it's got to be a lot of behavior. It's got to be greed. You want more than what you have. You're not satisfied and content with what you got. So therefore, if you're going to go out, you're going to seek other interests. But if you're looking for everything you need and get everything you need right there with the woman you got, then why you got to do that?
Okay, so then why do men do that when they have everything they want with the woman they have?
Like I said, because that's what they want to do.
That's what they want to do. Bottom line.
That's what they
it's like a notch under your belt.
And think about this. Okay, if a man go out and cheat and disrespect his woman, okay, that woman gonna accept that.
The woman
and let him back.
Yeah.
Okay, then he gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna accept it again.
Yeah.
So at what point are you gonna take the ownership or responsibility for what's going on? If you're gonna let that man continue to come in and out of your life and cheat, he's gonna continue to do it. That's the truth. It's not gonna stop.
So do men, when they cheat, do you guys have any sense of compassion that you've hurt somebody?
No.
I agree with you totally, Vic.
I mean, how could you have compassion?
You can't.
Because look at what you're doing.
You can't.
So when you compassion shouldn't even come up. Why did that even come up in there?
Yeah.
You got
so you don't feel
what anything. You're doing with that female.
So if you cheat on somebody and you hurt somebody and they are helping you, they're helping you with your dreams, they're helping you, then you live there, whatever, and you use them and cheat on them. You guys have no consciousness that is wrong.
Well, basically,
I'm asking.
When a female does everything for a man, first of all,
he's not a man.
Everything for the man. She might as well pull her breast out and let him suck on that. That's his mama.
There you go. My other guest said that too the other day.
I mean, what are you doing? What kind of example are you setting for him?
Yeah.
You know, I was raised primarily by my mama and my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it was my mom and the other moms in the neighborhood and the men in the neighborhood. They were men and they were women. And they taught you right from wrong. Okay. And so I didn't see it in my life growing up.
Okay. You didn't see a man treat a woman.
I didn't see no man, my granddad was there, my uncles and stuff. I didn't see them doing all that until I started to get older and mature and start understanding what was going on.
You didn't see them doing what?
I didn't see them cheating or with other women. I ain't never seen my grandfather with another woman.
Okay. Were they though?
No, I didn't see it. But as I got older, then things started changing. But relationships started in, and I can understand if people didn't stay together, people started going their separate ways. But a lot of it is based on what you allow.
Yeah.
Now, if you allow this stuff to happen, what you think gonna happen?
And see, the thing about us as women, myself included, we're so forgiving. That's in our nature. And because y'all are big and cry and please, and baby, I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm sorry, and y'all have the best long violin story. And go right and fuck somebody the next day. I'm excuse my French. I'm sorry. So my brother has joined Hi Leroy, but so it's really learned behavior to some degree.
It's learned behavior, and I also think it's a development stage.
Okay.
I mean, when you're young and immature, then you do childish things and you do immature things.
Okay. So I'm sorry to break you up. You cheat, right? Y'all cheat. I'm not just talking. All right. I'm not pointing you out.
You know what? I am 100% honest right here.
I want you to be.
I'm going to cheat if you make me feel like you don't care about my feelings. Okay. That's not insecure. I'm going to do that, and I believe. But
if she cheated on you, you'd be crying like a.
I will.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Why? You're different than me. She cheated on me. I'm going to leave. It's what she should do to me, too. Okay. If I cheat on her, she should leave me.
Exactly.
I'm going to leave her.
If you cheat on her first, Vic.
Right.
Right?
If I cheat on her, first of all, this me now. I can't speak for any other man on this part.
Yeah, okay.
If I cheat on her, I don't want her no way. I don't want her. Okay. I'm finna get away from her anyway.
Okay.
Because that's the reason why I cheat on her, because I don't want her.
Okay, so you are a person if you cheat, I'm not saying you do. You only cheat because you don't want the woman no more.
I'm finna get away from her.
Why don't you break up with her first before you cheat?
Well, I got to test. I got to stick my feet out there in the water. See what it feel like.
And if you don't get the results you want, you'll stay.
It'll never be the same because I done broke that barrier. Yeah. So it won't be the same. It'll be it'll be like going through the motion. You wasting time. You wasting each other's time. So why bother to do it?
Okay.
At some point, you got to be a man about it.
So do you regret when you cheat, or if you cheat?
Do I regret?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay. Why?
I mean, no, I just not because it's something I chose to do. I made the decision.
Okay.
So when you make a decision, sometimes you got to be able to stick by your decision.
Okay.
I mean, you might say in hindsight, okay, I shouldn't have done it, but you did it now.
So is cheating an addiction?
No.
It's an excuse.
Okay. I buy that. It's an excuse that's covering up something?
Well,
what's the excuse part of it?
It's a form of denial.
Okay.
But it's no one can make you cheat. No one can make you cheat. No
one can make you cheat. No. Not even a woman. The woman you look at that. Okay.
The woman, even if and you know, I say what I say, and I mean what I say, and I present myself out there at first. I keep repeating it. I'm gonna put myself out there at first. You know what you got because you know how you obtained it. So if I get with you, I know how I got with you.
Okay.
Now if I got with you and you had a man, what makes you think I'm going to trust you to not do it with me?
Okay, so if I had a man, would you still sleep with me?
I would.
I love you, Warren. You so.
You know what I'm saying? If she give it to you,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest.
But see, my thing is on the other hand, if you put yourself in that predicament, in that situation, before that didn't even come up.
Okay. So
that means you cheating anyway.
Yeah.
Right. If she coming to you and she got a man, she cheating.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so the man gonna be like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Who a boyfriend? I got his woman. I'm having sex with his woman. Exactly. It ain't about you. You just something to use.
Yeah.
It's about that man over there.
But now let's not think this is gender biased.
No,
because it works both ways.
It does work both ways.
If I got with you,
and I'm with a man, I'm already in a relationship.
No, but check this out. If I have a woman and I'm hollering at you, then what does that say about me? Because when I get with you, I'm going to holler at another woman. You know that off the top.
Because you did this.
I did it with you.
And that is the thing that women make the mistake of, especially those of us who date married men.
I think they're taking somebody away from somebody.
Yeah, you can't take someone's husband. You can't take someone's wife. However, we believe as women that what you guys did to the other woman that you had before us, you won't do to us. And that's one of the biggest mistakes. If he was lying and cheating on her girlfriend,
it's easier to do it the second time.
It becomes habit. Yeah. You know, second nature. I want to read some comments here, you guys, because people are commenting here. Tony Shaw says, "What kind of low self-esteem chicks you've been dating, Rusty?"
Really?
Huh?
Michael Toller says, our Binghamton brother Michael Toller says, "I lost a good woman when I was younger because of my lying and cheating, and it was all on me, and I regret that to this day. She was a good woman." Thank you for saying that, Michael. What lesson did you learn from that, Michael? Clyde Bledsoe says, "Why would you cheat? Just walk away. Why would you cheat? Just walk away." Let's see who else is on here. I can't read all of these here. Let's see. Rose Carroll says, "No, not in their innate nature to cheat. That is not." She says, "That's not in your innate nature. That's learned behavior. However, it is in their nature to conquer." I believe that too.
Shut up, bro.
You know, Rose.
Yeah, I know Rose.
Anthony Gorman says, "Pray is such an aggressive word. It's biblical and learned behavior." Clyde, go ahead.
Tell him P-R-E-Y.
P-R-E. What's we talking about? He says P-R-E-Y.
Okay.
Yeah. Clyde says, "No, it's not. I would not cheat on my wife. It took me 3 years together. I'm not going to take 10 minutes.
I hate 30 minutes to lose it. I hate you for 10 minutes, Clyde.
Clyde says, "A man is not going to do more than you allow them to do." That is true. Wanda Liggins has joined. Thank you, Wanda. My brother says, "Hey, Vic. Hey, Rusty."
All right. Hey, you're right.
Robert in California says, "Go, Victor. Speak the truth. This is a great topic." Guys, hi, Dennis Taylor. Hi, Pamela Houston. Hi, Karen Davis in Minneapolis. Hi, you guys. Hi, Reno in Detroit. Marcus said he's just laughing. Marcus Fisher Brown. Laura Taylor has joined in Beverly Winston. My sister Cindy says women need a reason, men need a location. What you say about that? Well, women need a reason to cheat, and men just need a location. What you think?
I agree. I agree. But and to pigtail off
women need a what?
Women need a reason to cheat. We don't just arbitrarily cheat. Men just need a location. Anybody want to give y'all some? Or anything you want to get? Come on.
I don't totally agree with that.
Okay, but in some, okay.
You know, nowadays you got a lot of women, they think like men.
Oh yeah, we've learned from you guys. We've learned from you guys.
I mean, whether you learn it from a man or not, yeah. I don't know if you actually learn it from a man, because a man is not going to do that.
Not going to do
what? A man's not going to teach you how to cheat because he's not going to cheat. Not a man.
Say it one more time, Vic.
A man is not going to teach you how to cheat. Not a man.
He's saying a boy will.
Because a man is going to show some responsibility towards who he with.
Okay.
He going to love.
So you saying real men don't cheat is what you just tell me.
A real man ain't going to cheat, but a real man will cheat if that's what he chooses to do. I say that. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, men can have everything they want and still cheat. That don't make it no better.
I know, because it's so when men have everything they want and they still cheat and they still have that, what they call that eye, that Roman eye. And they want to, you know,
it's like
they want to conquer, because sex to you guys is like a conquest, is it not?
It's like everybody is as faithful as their opportunities.
Okay, I like that.
If you put yourself in those situations to have to make a choice, a decision on whether or not you're going to cheat or not. I mean, if you constantly, it's like you take some gum and you keep throwing it against the wall.
Yeah.
Just like a relationship, you keep talking, keep talking. Eventually, it's going to stick. Something going to happen.
Okay.
Because you put yourself there.
Okay.
You put yourself in, and then all it takes is to go home and the right thing is not said or the right thing is not done, and you feel that gives you the reason to go and cheat.
Okay. Because you just waiting on something. Any little thing will spark you, because really it's an excuse, like Ron said. You just use any little somewhere. She didn't tie her shoes right.
Yeah, I mean,
you're going to cheat regardless.
Right. If that's what you want to do.
If
you go out there, like you said, the word pray.
P-R-E-Y.
If you go out there and that's what you're looking for, that's what you look. I mean, you can find everything you want.
Yeah. Because for you guys, sex comes easy.
You can go on Facebook and find anything you want.
So, do you believe that sex is an addiction?
Some people say it is.
It is an addiction.
Not to me.
I mean, they treat it. So some people.
Some people gotta have it.
I think it's the greatest. It's an addiction that's greater than drugs. Personally, speaking from a recovering church hole, but okay.
I'm not in a position to deny that.
Okay. Sex is an addiction. Okay.
I mean,
some men. I mean, there are now rehabilitation centers for sexual addiction. You guys, it's an addiction.
I haven't reached it.
Yeah. Okay. And lying is an addiction too. Anything you do repeatedly that you can't help, you are addicted to doing. Whatever something may be.
I don't feel the need to have to lie.
Okay.
You know,
so if you go out and
like it is.
When you're in a relationship, Victor, are you in a relationship now?
No, I'm a single man, not playing single. You know how they play single? I am a single man. I'm not playing single.
Okay. So in a single man, and you're a single man, and you don't have to answer this. So are you sleeping with various women in your single manhood?
No.
Okay. But you're not in a committed relationship?
I'm not in a committed relationship.
Okay. And by choice?
By choice.
Okay.
Well, by choice and by what's been presented to me. It's not CRAWFORD material. I say that. Because, I mean, if you're going to represent me, you got to be up here.
Okay.
It's not about your finances, not about your looks or anything like that.
Okay.
If you're going to represent me, because you're going to be represented.
Okay.
So you got to come on with it too.
So would you say that you are a faithful man in a relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
No doubt. Very faithful.
Very faithful.
I can do everything I want to do with who I'm with.
Okay.
I was married for 11 years and cheat on my wife.
We need to give you a Nobel Peace Prize.
No, I don't need that. It's just what it was. Okay.
So y'all were young when you got married?
Not really.
Okay. But 11 years is a long time for a Black relationship to stay together these days. Mm-hmm. And you guys amicably broke up?
That's what she wanted. I always gave her what she wanted.
Okay.
So I don't think I had the word no in my vocabulary.
Okay.
And I think when you married and involved with somebody, if you're going to marry, you're going to take care of your wife.
Okay.
You should try to get that word out of your relationship. No.
Okay.
There ain't no. We're going to do this here.
Okay. So, okay. And so is it something that you would do again?
I would definitely love to be married again. I enjoyed that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
so you, in essence,
yeah,
I feel you on that. I'm giving up on relationships, but I look at the love coming through. Let's read some more comments here. I see that Sandra Maben has joined. Clyde Bledsoe says, if women start using the Bible like they always talk about, let the man choose you, then the man won't cheat on you. But as long as you choose the man, you got to take care of him because he did not choose you. You got some validity on that, Clyde.
Yeah, because it says, when a man
finds a good
don't say when a woman.
I agree with you on that, Clyde. I'm surprised you even went there with the conversation you and I have been having.
I'm with you on that.
I don't know if you're being politically correct right now or not.
I think so.
Sandra Maven has joined. She says, late tuning in. Hi, my Binghamton brothers. Pinky, I'm so glad you joined us. She said, don't lie, you two.
It ain't in us to lie.
Patty has joined from Alaska, Eartha Jackson Heights. Yeah.
Hey, Patty.
Laura says, that's true, Vic. Patricia Robinson says, good topics. Anthony Gorman says, it's in nature. Anthony also says, who they having sex with?
Who said that?
Anthony Gorman. Did he go to school with us?
Yeah.
Marshall? Yeah. Tasha Jones Ransom says, thanks, Victor, for keeping it real. Michael Toller says, I'm single and loving it and staying in my lane until someone crosses into my life. I feel you on that, Michael. And LaSonia Hart says, great topics, Anfra. Annette McNeil has joined. Hi, Annette. We are talking today about why men lie and cheat. We're not, male bashing. I just wanted to understand from two men's point of view, men that I trust, men that I actually respect, to just get some idea, because it's like the gap between Black men loving Black women. We're almost extinct. You rarely see a Black couple out anymore.
You know what? Huh? It's not that the Black women are extinct. It's the lack of Black men. It's the lack of Black men. And our Black men, we got so many of them incarcerated.
Yeah.
Now you got so many of them wearing tight pants all the time.
Yeah.
Tights, they like each other now.
Yeah.
And so, and it has a lot to do with it because they're not being taught.
Yeah.
Most of the Black men are being raised by a female.
Yeah.
It's not strong females like we was raised.
Yeah, see, I did it by myself. It's not the same.
I don't knock a female, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Because, we ran from our mother.
Yeah,
because we know they don't get you.
Yeah.
So we stayed
no
in the house all day.
Yeah.
Now the boys are right up under their mothers. Up under their mothers. They're not,
and being baby.
They're not learning anything.
Yeah. I agree with you totally, Victor.
And you want to hold their hand and walk them through. Yeah. And next thing you know, they pick up the feminine ways.
Yes.
And you wonder where it come from.
I agree with you.
You got to get them around, put them in some sports or anything. Anything to get them away from you,
yes,
do it.
I agree with you. Now, we do have our beloved Laura Taylor. She says, single men and women have different laws from the Bible than married men. Married life is more complicated. Faithfulness and respect are the key in any relationship. I agree with you on that, Laura. Karen in Minneapolis says, when someone's cheat, it's just not on one another. Everyone in the family is hurt, especially the children. That is the truth. If you're married, yeah. Even if you are living together, truthfully, if you're a family, whatever that may be. Rose Carroll says, Laura Taylor, I want to add great open communication. Jackie White has joined. Linda Young. Laura says, I agree, Rose. Communication is to me, relationships require a lot of C's. Communication, commitment, and compromise. You know what I mean? Because without those three things, no relationship can work. You got to communicate. You got to compromise on some things. And what was my third one? I told you I got CRS. Commitment. And so, do men in general have a problem committing? No. Do you understand what faithfulness is?
Well, it all depends on the man.
Okay.
I mean,
it's about the individual. Is what you're saying.
You're right. It's an individual thing because you take an athlete for example.
Yep.
Okay. Then you take a person who haven't played sports.
Okay.
Okay. A person who haven't played sports, he don't know how it is to be a team. Yeah. He never had to play on a team.
I got you.
But an athlete, he played on a team, and you get close with your teammates, and you got love for your teammates. It's just like a relationship.
It is.
Because
everything is relative.
You bonding as one, and you gotta think like that, and you gotta keep it that way. And you gotta have mutual respect for one another.
You do.
If you don't show no love for the person you with, and you don't honor and respect that person and put that woman or that man up on the highest most, I mean, what you think gonna happen? I mean, I want the woman of mine to go wherever she want to go and feel confident about the person that she's with.
Okay.
So I ain't got to worry about him. I got me a good man. I ain't got to worry about him.
So if a woman is flirting with you, because women, we flirt too, right? And you married, you're in a committed relationship, married or not, and you've committed to someone. But a woman you work with, because men cheat on the job, that's one of the main places that people cheat, or at church. I have to say that. Those are two places that people gather. So a lot of cheating going on both of those places. And so a woman is persistently after you, just for because you look good, and women today just want to give you something. What makes you not accept her advances?
Or you got the rest of it. You want me to get it?
Both of y'all can give me an answer now.
Well, it's like this here. First of all, as a man,
okay,
you present yourself in a way to where women like you.
Yeah.
You attractive, you dress nice.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It could just be who you are, whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. Everybody's different.
And you got somebody, right?
Yeah.
And she know you had somebody, right?
And she's like, I don't care, you're married. I just want to get some,
Well, you got to make this woman, but you got to make sure that this woman respect you and what you're about and who you're with.
Okay.
It's not about her.
Yeah.
It's about you.
Yeah.
It's about the decisions you make.
Yeah.
If you don't get the respect of that woman, that this is my woman, my wife, or whoever she is to me, and you allow that to come in there, and I mean, she gonna say everything she can to get you to do what she wants to do.
Because women, we do that. We honestly do that.
She okay. If she know you had somebody, why is she trying to do that to you?
Yeah.
Because she don't have no respect for who you with.
Yeah. Or for herself.
Don't have no respect for you.
Or herself.
Right.
Okay. Because we've gotten to that point now as women, and I believe women that you can't ask God for a husband if you won't leave somebody else's alone. Right. It don't work that way. You know what I mean? You want someone to be faithful to you, and men too. You want someone to be faithful to you, but because karma, if you can call it biblically, reap what you sow, it all comes back to you.
That's right.
It all comes back to you, and you can't ask for something you're not willing to give. And men seem to do that very well, because if the woman cheats on you, it's holy hell. Y'all break down, do something to your ego, you cry, you hurt,
I'm gone.
We're talking about why men cheat.
Yes.
And I guarantee if women did that.
Did what?
Left.
If we left the first time we found, I believe you.
It would.
And how do we do that? Because in a relationship, it's forgiveness.
You can't play about that.
Okay.
That is your livelihood sometimes.
Okay.
And you sitting there and you let a man manipulate the whole situation by the choices that he make. Stop blaming him for what he's doing and you're allowing it.
Yeah.
If a man cheats.
So where does forgiveness come?
If a man cheats,
if you want to.
If a man cheats, he's lost respect for you.
Yeah.
The only way you should forgive that man, the only way.
Okay, if he cheats, let's be real.
Let me back up.
Let's be real here.
Damn,
I've been married twice.
Okay.
I cheated both times.
Okay.
In my first marriage, she forgave me.
Okay. And you cheated why in your first marriage?
That was in the streets.
Okay.
I was living
your lifestyle.
And so she found out. It hurt me that she found out. It didn't hurt me that I cheated.
It hurt me that she found out. That's a good point.
So
it didn't hurt you that you cheated. It hurt you that she found out. That's deep, Rusty. That's the truth. I believe that.
And so, but when she turned around and cheated, I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I tried, man. I tried. I promise you, I tried. I gave her like 6 months of trying. I couldn't eat. We couldn't do nothing together for me for her telling me. And see, that's why.
So you could forgive her.
I tried.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Yeah. That's not how it is.
And so the second time I cheated again because I'm still in that same lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I do this little thing where are we?
Okay.
In a relationship, I do that.
Okay.
And so from time to time we having this talk, and the bottom line is, I want to resolve whatever happened.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put everything on the table.
Okay.
Because it's more important that we be together.
Okay.
Second time we did that, and she lied. 2 weeks later, she want to come clean. Mm-hmm. Well, I already went through that the first time. I ain't going through that the second time. Okay. So I can't handle that. And that's why I say, if you cheat, if leaving is not an option,
okay,
and you go out there and cheat, but you don't tell him, you ain't did nothing. Let him know you cheated. He gonna feel it, and his behavior gonna change, or he gonna leave. One of the two.
Yeah.
So when you ask, why do you forgive? Forgive me after I hurt you the way you hurt me. And I'm telling you, that's tough love. I'm telling you, it works because I did it with the thing about.
So why can't men handle when women cheat on them?
The thing about it is, guys can cheat and don't care nothing about the person he cheated with. If you cheat, I know
we do, because we don't just typically just have sex.
Right.
Once upon a time that was true, but these 80 babies. anything after the 80s.
Okay, we're gonna read some more comments. This is a great conversation today. Clyde Blesser says, the biggest lie a woman always tells, she waiting for the Lord to send her a man. I don't believe women know what a good man is because they cheat man, they love him to death. I agree with you on that, Clyde.
Oh, do they just love a cheat man? Man, cheat don't know the man ain't worth a dime. You stay there with but you want to complain about it. Shut up.
We hope we have changed, the problem is. And Sandra Maven, our dear friend in Binghamton, she says, there are good men and women. By the same token, there are cheating women and men. Cheating is not all about sex sometimes. Right. Marriages lack healthy communication. Finances can be a point. You can have all the material things. However, you just can't communicate. That is so true, Sandra. Elisa Practice says, I said that earlier. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. That is the truth. Men cannot take their own medicine. Pamela Matthews Hudson says, I agree, Victor. If you're supposed to be on my team and working against the team, we can't win. That is the truth. And it is a team. Marriage is a team sport. It's about team. Alicia also says, just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to stay with them. Forgive them and let them go on their way. That is the truth, Elisa. She says also double standards. Kim Traylor has joined. Anthony Gorman says, cheating is just a word we use. It's really just an act we perform because of our natural desires. I agree with you on that too, Anthony. Robert Jameson says, Lord knows I'm a lot better than I used to be. With all I got going on in my life, I'm staying honest and committed to my relationship. God gave me a second chance, and I'm not going out. I'm not going to cut my blessings short. I had an incredibly beautiful and honest woman and great relationships. Besides, family is important. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Robert. And Sandra says, ask your mate why she cheats. Sometimes your mate step out because she got not getting at home what they're missing at home. I disagree a little bit on that too. Men can have the best woman at home, the best sex at home, the best everything, and it's just something about them that they just have to cheat.
Yeah, that goes back to because that's what he wanted.
That's what he wanted to do.
It ain't got nothing to do with the way he being treated at home.
Yeah.
He could have the best he can have, right?
Yes.
There. But he just want to do that.
Yes.
It could be due to peer pressure, right? Yeah. The friends.
Yeah.
See, like most of my friends, I know all of them wives.
Okay.
I know their wives.
Okay.
And I got a relationship with their wives. So, I don't care what you do, but don't do that in front of me because I know her.
Yeah.
And I love her and I respect her.
Yeah.
So, all my friends will tell you that. I don't like that. Okay. Do what you do, but don't bring it around.
Don't bring it around. And I'm like that too.
I like their wives, and I've been knowing their wife for over 20 years.
Yeah. And so when people break up in relationships, especially when people have been together a long time, and because marriage is about two families coming together. And that's what we're going to have a conversation in a few weeks about I do. Do we know what we're saying when we say I do? Because it's about two families coming together, right. Not just about the two people. It is about the two families. Right. And we don't understand the legalities of marriage, what the true meaning is. We get married on feelings. I love you. Well, feelings are so temporary.
What you say about that? I love you. What comes behind I love you?
Guys going to tell you they love you because they need a place to stay. They need some lunch money.
And some transportation.
I agree with you.
You meet a guy and you've been knowing him for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden you the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, you got a house, you got a car, and you got a job.
So what makes men, because lying and cheating, there's a third category there, and we're talking about it. What makes men use women? Why do you take what we have? We're so giving and want to help you when you're down, but instead of you using that to say, I got somebody who got my back, you turn around and you have other women in our cars, you take our money, you abuse and use us. Why do you guys do that?
I think it's
selfishness, do you think?
I think
what is it?
It could be selfishness, but I think it's the way it was brought up.
Okay, I agree with you.
Okay, now if you was brought up, your mama take care of you, your mom did everything for you.
As a man.
You don't know,
okay.
And you don't know how to be a man. Then when you start getting into that age bracket where it's time to find out what you want to do.
Yeah.
What you want to do with your life.
Yeah.
And if mom's still taking care of you, still doing everything for you, then you don't know how to go out and you don't know how to take care of your mama. So you're looking for mama. Yeah, because you looking for you're looking for somebody to take care of you. Yeah. You're not looking for somebody to add to it.
Yes.
You're looking for somebody to take care of you. So therefore, you go out there and I hate to just say that about a woman, about a female, but these boys nowadays, they terrible.
They are.
They don't know how to be men.
And I agree with you totally.
But the worst part about it is that the women accept them.
Yeah. So. And I think that as women, because we are to fault, you guys wouldn't cheat if it wasn't for us. So we are accountable too on it. So it's not just like who you cheating with, like James Morgan said, you're cheating with women, Right. And so it's some part of us too. Our own insecurities, loneliness is a big monster for women. We don't want to be by ourselves, and society says you're not. You gotta have a
man.
You gotta have a man. When I first bought a house 30 years ago, they said, "Why would you buy a house without a man?" Just think if I had still been waiting on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but we live in a world that says you're not whole or complete unless you have a mate. And so we accept a lot of things, a lot of relationships. It's like, what would make someone, I would never abuse anybody. I would never, someone who's got my back, which I haven't met that yet. I wouldn't abuse you or take what you have and go be with somebody else. I don't get that.
Let me say how I was brought up as far as being around my mom was there.
Yeah.
But back then we had neighborhoods.
Yes.
We had a whole neighborhood.
Yeah, it had a village. Okay. Yes.
My mom taught me not to take from a woman.
Kudos to your mom.
She taught me that. She was prime example of what a man shouldn't do to a woman.
Yeah.
She taught me.
So you
walk down on Scott Street, go down there and throw you some watermelons. Me and Dan used to go down there to the market and we made our money. I used to get my money. Guess what I used to do with my money?
What?
Take it and give it to my mom.
Wow.
Because it was $5.
So that was teaching you responsibility. Yeah.
And it helped me. It helped me as far as how I want my mama to feel good feel special.
Uh-huh.
Like my sisters.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see where men just abuse women.
Yeah.
And physically abuse women or mentally or spiritually or you know, I didn't see that growing up. I mean, I saw some grown men that a lot of them don't know to this day that they've been role models to me.
Yeah.
They don't even know it.
So do you think the old saying, both of you guys answer this for me. My grandmother told me this a long time ago and I didn't get it at that young age. But you can tell a man by the way he treats his mom.
I agree with that.
You can, yeah.
I agree with that too.
If he don't treat his mama good.
I agree with that to a degree.
Okay.
My mom never heard me curse.
To this day?
To this day.
All right now.
I wasn't raised by my mother. Mm-hmm. I was raised by my grandmother.
Okay.
And I love my mother.
Okay.
But our relationship is strained at times.
Yeah, I get
and so I don't have that
bond.
Norm. Yeah,
that's okay.
And so,
but your grandmother was the mother figure in your life.
Yeah.
So you treat her with the utmost.
We had grandmothers.
Yes. And so, do men think about? And this is what I want you guys to understand is that women, we are attracted to men who are like our fathers. It's innate in us, even if you don't know your fathers. And boys grow up to be just like their fathers because it is the seed of the father that reproduces. You know, it's your seed that brings the life forth. It's our egg, okay? So do you guys understand that how you treat women is how someone's going to treat your daughter one day?
I understand that now.
Totally understand.
After I played the games. And my daughter turned 21 like March 6th.
Okay.
That was in the middle of the week. That Friday and Saturday, man, I didn't sleep.
Because
all she looked forward to is 21. I can't wait till I get to 21. I'm gonna hit the clubs, and I know what's in the club. Man,
the wolves are in the club.
I tossed and turned. I did phone calls. I did text messages.
What's wrong, Rusty?
Now, let me ask you a question. What in the back of your mind, though, Rusty, honestly, are you afraid that what you had done to women is what men are going to do to her?
Somewhere I read in the Bible, and I think I read in the Bible, but I believe that even though I'm forgiven for my sins, somebody got to pay for that.
Because it's nothing you do, right. Whether you're religious or not, the spiritual law says what you put out there comes back to you. You can pray for forgiveness and be Catholic or forgiven or whatever, but you've already planted some seeds that are going to grow.
Yeah.
They're going to grow. And so if men could just understand the far-reaching effects of what they do today, women too,
right.
You know, is that how you treated somebody, you have to ask yourself, would you want a man to treat your mama that way? Right. Or your sister or your daughter? Right. And if you wouldn't want a man to treat your mother, your sister, your daughter, or your aunt, or any other women in your family that way, why would you do that to somebody else?
What we're talking about when we speak on those terms is we're talking about grown men.
Yeah.
We're talking about a maturity level.
Yeah.
At 15, 20 years old, that's not how you think.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do some things. Like I say, it's a stage, it's a process of growing.
Okay,
you have to make those mistakes, and it's sad that you have to make those mistakes. But a lot of people don't learn unless they make mistakes.
Yeah.
I just grew up maybe 5 years ago.
Okay. And so at 50.
So everything
came to
everything I'm saying today. Everything I'm saying today, I just grew up.
I got you.
Like 5 years ago.
I honestly, it takes men 10 years to grow up. We're 10 years more mature than you guys from day one.
Right.
I played football in high school. You have what you call seasoned girls. I played football in college. I was an amateur boxer, traveling around the world. I've had 2 or 3 international fights.
Yeah.
So what y'all call it?
Ego?
It didn't take much.
Yeah.
What you call groupies?
Yeah, groupies.
It didn't take much. People just waited. Yeah. And so if you get accustomed to that lifestyle, you get adjusted to that lifestyle, then that habit is just like any other bad habit. Yeah. It's hard to break. And so it took me being single for like 3 or 4 years, but I've been I didn't start growing until like 5 years ago.
Okay.
For me to feel.
What was the epiphany that made you start growing? What happened in your life to say,
my daughter is 12.
Okay.
From the time my daughter was born until 5 years ago, I had 4 relationships that lasted 20 years.
All at the same time?
Yep. I started a relationship with this person that lasted 5 years. And before that relationship was over, I started another relationship that lasted 6 years. Before that relationship, and so I didn't give myself time to rest.
Yeah.
And when I got out of that, I didn't give myself time to grieve. I didn't give myself time to do nothing. And when I got out of that last relationship, I was like, whoa. I don't have to report to nobody. I don't have to respond to no. I don't have to be accountable for nothing I've done. And so, that's what happened. That's when the change came.
So how did you manage 4 women all those years?
Not 4 women.
Before
one relationship ended, I started another.
That's the truth. You don't heal in between. Yeah. Men tend to do that. Women do too.
And so my daughter won't be 13 until next month, and I'm looking at 20 years where I've been in a relationship.
Yeah, because men tend to, more often than not, before a relationship is over, you've already started some foundation with somebody else, and you just jump. Women do too. There are women who just go from man to man to like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? And so between each relationship, there needs to be some reconciliation. There needs to be some healing and some introspective about, what did I do wrong? What did I contribute? You need to do some evaluation of why it didn't work on both parts before you just jump into another relationship.
Exactly. Right. And so I experienced burnout. And so I didn't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
But,
I really haven't been in one since I've been divorced. I think I've been divorced about 7-8 years.
Yeah. I haven't either. I was involved with someone while I was in Detroit, but we wouldn't necessarily just date, but I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I like friendships, and that's just enough for me now. Let's take some more comments here, you guys, because I believe if I get another relationship and it ain't right, I'm probably gonna snap. You're gonna see me on the show. But Sandra Maven says, Gloria Cartwright says, Paul Rusty. Bernice Sellers has joined. Sandra Maven says, Vic, that's right. I taught my son how I wanted him to treat a woman by telling him, if you want a man to hit and abuse your mama, you and abuse someone's daughter, he has told me since then he's grown. You got a beautiful son, Sandra.
Sure do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because women, what we got to understand is about our boys and our girls too. They are looking at your revolving door. Yep. If you are a mother who has a revolving door of relationships, you're teaching your daughter that that's what she should expect. And you're teaching your son how to be that very man that keeps revolving in and out of your life.
Right.
So our kids pick up their behaviors from what they see their parents do or not do, and they're going to repeat it. It's just nature. It's how it is. No matter how you preach to them, they are watching you, and what they see you do is what they're going to repeat to you. And you're going, where did they get that from? Clyde says, Playboy Warren Williams. So here we are today. It's 2018. And you rarely see couples anymore, Black couples specifically. Do you think that will ever change? Are we ever going to get back to the village, do you think, where there's a solid family unit?
It's like whooping a bear with a switch.
I like that analogy.
It's going to take some work.
It's going to take some work.
But I believe it could be done. I think Black men and Black women have to regain that respect.
Yes.
And they need to quit smoking that weed. That's what's wrong with these young folk. They want to smoke weed all the time. God.
That's another topic we're going to have. Man. He just pulled that on out, didn't
he? That don't promote rational thoughts, weed.
We're going to have a conversation about that. But seriously, though, kids today don't have a clue. I went to speak at a girl, I think it was I don't know if it was Girls Inc. or Youth Village. I can't remember. It's many years ago. And me and some other ladies, we introduced ourselves. And we both said, I said, I'm Amber Boyd. I have 4 sisters and brothers, my mom and dad. And the other lady, she had like 6 sisters and brothers by her mom and dad. And a little girl said to us something that has stuck with me for years. She said, y'all got sisters and brothers, y'all got the same daddy. We got, right. She said, I got 6 sisters and brothers and we all got our own daddy.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my goodness, that's her normal.
Right.
We all got our own daddy. And I was like, she's going to repeat that pattern. She's probably grown now, this young lady is. And she probably has 4 or 5 kids by 5 or 6 men. You know what I mean? Because she didn't have a clue that normal was to be in a family and you all,
Right.
And it's up to us now.
So that's what I was saying about earlier.
Yeah.
I was saying about how we was brought up.
Yeah.
Because we had a neighborhood of men.
Yes.
I mean, you can go and be Hampton now. That's a lot of men, but look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Ain't no leadership out there.
Yeah, there's no leadership.
Like young boys out there just running wild.
Yeah.
And they only, going against each other.
Yeah.
To not be in a community like we were.
Yeah. And then mothers don't want, I think that mothers, single moms in particular, we ruin our boys because we make the excuse that there's no man in the house, his dad ain't here. Well, that just means you need to step up and be more authoritative. We spoil them. We let them get away with everything. We take care of them. We embrace them and we ruin them. So like you said, when they leave home, they're looking for another mama to let them do everything, drive the car, have no responsibility around the house. If you're raising a young boy out there and you're watching today, even a young girl, but young boys in particular, you've got to give them some responsibilities.
You got to be hard on them boys.
You got to.
It's a hard world out here for boys.
It is, because look at all the police violence and everything that we're experiencing with our black men today. And these young boys are hot-headed.
Yeah, they don't have no respect.
No respect for themselves, their mamas, anybody. But as the village, we dropped the ball. And you said that in our first interview. We dropped the ball. The generation before us didn't drop the ball. We did. Yeah. We did. When we think we can give them all the Jordans and all the material things. Right. And so now we're in a crisis. We have so many crises going on in our village.
Stop saying no to the kids. When we was asking for quarters,
yes,
dollars,
yes,
that's about the most we probably asked for was a dollar. Now the kid coming there asking for $100,
and they want
$150,
$100 tennis shoes,
and they get mad if you tell them no.
Exactly.
And it's at some point you gotta step in and you gotta say something about it. If I say no, that's the end. There ain't no more conversation.
Yes.
And my daughter, 24 years old. If I tell my daughter no, hey, that's the end of that conversation. She already know.
No begging and puppy dog eyes and all that. No means no. I want to take this other comment here from Napoleon Young Jr. Do you guys know him?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Napoleon, thank you for joining. He says,
you know him.
Yeah. Okay. Napoleon says, people just don't know how to love anymore, and we waited till we damaged. Then we want a relationship when we haven't dealt with the past hurt. That is the absolute truth, Napoleon.
That's jumping from relationship to relationship.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Not allowing yourself any time.
Yes, no time in between. And the other thing that I'm going to tell you what I'm enjoying, truthfully. Because people come up to me all the time and say, I've written books and doing all the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And they'll say, but you ain't married yet? Like, that's the ultimate accomplishment. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm whole and happy. So to be married is a good thing, but just because I'm not does not mean I'm not happy.
Yeah, right.
It's not like, oh, there are women who sit around and all they say is, I can't wait till I get my husband. As if you guys, we bought the knight in shining armor. He's not going to show up perfect.
That's what they're waiting on. They're waiting on somebody that's perfect.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting till you die.
Right. And that's
it's not real.
Right.
And so I've made peace with being single and having friendships. because my problem had been not being friends initially, just jumping and moving too fast, you know, because you have that physical attraction to somebody,
right.
but whatever that may be between the two people. And so you never really bond as friends. And then when it crumbled, there was no friendship there to save, because you were lovers first before you were friends, you know.
And may I add, like I see on Facebook a lot where people, especially women, male bashing.
Yeah.
A real man would do this and a real man would do that.
Yeah.
Then you got all these comments about, you know, likes and, you know. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking at you, and I know I can't be the only man looking at you thinking, but you allowed it. But you chose that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you meet this guy, and that's why well, y'all should look at the signs.
Uh-huh.
You meet this guy, you have a standard. You know what you want from a man.
Uh-huh.
And this guy come up to you, he don't have a job.
Say it, come on. Preach, son.
If you stranded, he can't come get you because he don't have a car.
Okay.
Y'all need groceries. Y'all got to walk to the grocery store. 2-3 months later, he done popped a baby in you.
Yeah.
And now what?
Now
he a low down so-and-so. Now he ain't nothing. He ain't this. Well, why you didn't take the time to get to know that before you laid down? And what many people don't understand is sex is a spiritual thing.
It is.
And brother. You don't know what you opening yourself up to when you lay down with. It's a girl told me that I met this girl. I had some eye problems.
Okay.
I called.
Come on, Mark.
I called the thing, and the girl sounded good on the phone. And so I said, I understand how you got this job. Because if I was your boss, I'd hire you too. I said, but tell me something. Do you look like what you sound like?
What do that before?
And she said, yeah, I did. And so I said, well, I want to see for myself. I went and saw the girl. We exchanged numbers. I like what I saw. We exchanged numbers. One day she get off work early, and I'm outside exercising. I'm at Auburn Park exercising. So she come sit down with me, and she got on a short skirt, and she don't have any underwear. I say, are you showing what you showing?
I like that.
Fast forward, we go to the hotel, and we do what we do. I handle that. And we land there and we talking. And I said, so is this what you do? Because I know that's not about me.
Yeah.
So is this what you do? And she said, well, I want to get sex over with, because if the sex ain't good, ain't nothing to talk about.
But she a young girl. Like 80s baby, 90s baby.
I can't say. She was in her 30s when we met.
Okay.
How many years ago that mean?
It's been about 10.
Okay.
And so she should be like close to 40 now.
Okay.
And so what I did was, I went on, I did what I did, but that was the last time I did it. Okay. Because it ain't no telling how many people.
She's done that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I said that to say this. You bringing these children in the world, and we saying this kid is this and this kid is that. You can't handle that kid.
Yeah.
You scared of that kid.
Yeah.
But you don't know what you open yourself up to.
Yeah. Because sex is a spiritual thing.
And when y'all
it is.
And when y'all male bashing, that just shows you are not in control. When you complaining, it's another woman I talk to. I'm friends with a lot of my exes.
Yeah.
It's another lady.
You're so honest.
It's another lady told me, talking about she just met this dude. And she said she was impressed with the fact that he hadn't asked her for sex. And so I'm like, earlier you told me you just met him. I mean, what does just met mean? She said about 12 days. And you impressed? Now watch where I'm going with this.
Okay.
You impressed with the 12 days. Okay. So what you been getting?
12 days.
She been giving up the first day or two.
I'm like, for real? Y'all gotta take some good. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do in order to keep men from doing what they can do.
And the thing is, what we don't realize is, and I'm saying this in a vanity way. Okay, is that we control it.
That show you did. Who run it?
Huh?
That show we did. Who run it?
Yeah, it's a man's.
Y'all run it. It might be a man's
it's
world,
called,
but y'all run it.
It is called, and you guys excuse me, but I do say a little. Pussy is powerful. We just don't use the power in the right way. That's just
look. All you women out there, you want to know what your man doing? This is all you got to do. Look at that.
Look at yourself.
If it's on silent all the time, or if it's on offer, would you with him in this face down? Don't ask no questions. Do what you do. Don't ask no questions.
Because his
and
life
men
is
the same way.
Okay. Say what?
If you with a woman and she got her phone on silent, face down on that table where you are, don't ask no questions.
But what if you're out with him and he's constantly on the phone?
You find out, okay, well, if he's a man, he gonna disrespect you like that.
Okay.
That's totally.
He gonna give you, he gonna get that attention to you. He don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta, if I'm with you, maybe we together. Ain't nothing that's coming between us here.
But men would cheat less if women, the ones who he in a relationship, respect the fact that he's in a relationship.
And leave him alone.
Because y'all are raping us. You know what I mean? It's not like y'all are taking our valuables, from us. We're willingly giving it to you. So we've got to respect ourselves. We've got to respect other women and you guys too. Because you guys truthfully are only doing what we allow you to do.
Bottom line.
And I agree. And like you said, and when he does cheat, we got to say, because when your heart is in something, it's hard to walk away overnight, y'all. It's not the easiest decision to make. Oh, you cheated and that's it and we're over and it's done. It don't work that easily either. You know what I mean?
It's not easy, but it's necessary.
Anybody can have one transgression, truthfully.
I disagree.
It's like,
I disagree.
Where are you going with when you get in a relationship? What are you looking for?
Yeah,
what do you want?
Why do people get in a relationship?
My mom and grandmama told me a long time ago, pretty much, do not date a woman that you would consider married.
Oh, that's good.
So my whole life I've been dating women that I would consider married.
So you don't sound like a hoe. You don't sound like you've been a hoe in your life.
I ain't know. What you mean a hoe? Don't nobody consider me as that. I don't present myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not perfect.
No, I know you're not perfect. You're a prophet. You cannot be perfect.
I respect where I'm at, and I respect people, and I respect women. I give women the utmost respect.
Yeah.
Because I know what you did. I know what you're against out here. Because there's a lot of mess out here for us dealing with men.
So how do you feel about your 24-year? How old is your daughter?
My daughter's 24 and 30.
Okay. So what kind of relationships do they have?
My 24-year-old, I don't even believe she has a relationship. Okay. Because she won't bring nobody. If she does, she don't bring anybody around me.
Okay.
Because that's been discussed. Okay. And I told her.
So you passed on some wisdom to her.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah. I mean, but they got to live their life.
Yeah, that's true. Because things are gonna happen.
Right.
I mean, it
so
is.
I mean, it's basically up to them, their relationship. Yeah. But if you choose to get that type of person, be able to deal with consequences. Yeah. If you're dealing with somebody that ain't doing nothing, if you got to go pick them up, I understand y'all young right now. You got a car. They might not have a car. Y'all young. I mean, I understand. Yeah. That. I said, but where is he going? What is he trying to do? Yeah. So you got to come together and have some goals to come together. Right. So we're going to take a few more conversations. You guys, we are meeting at 8 o'clock at Bonefish Grill here in Cordova. If you want to come out and have dinner with us. We're just family going to go out to eat. I do want to say Laura says, say it, Rusty. My dad always said, choose your mate carefully. That is the truth. And I think when we're young, we make. Why is it so hard for me to find a girlfriend? Hell, why is it so hard for me to find a man? Come on. All my friends and their wives say I'm too hard. Well, let me ask you a question. And this is a topic for a future show I'm having, but since I have two honest men on the show today. There is this thing that you see it all the time, you hear it all the time, that black men say that black women were too strong and independent and blah, blah, blah. You know what that sounds like? What? A man that's intimidated. A weak man. That's what I've ran into my whole life. Like. I'm strong and I'm independent. God
make me to say, well, honey, you know.
See, a lot of women now, when they say that word, I don't need a man. When they feel as though they can do everything on their own, then that's the problem right there.
Okay,
that's a problem within the man trying to get her.
Okay,
because I don't need you to do nothing for me. I can do whatever I need for myself. It's not a matter of you needing him.
Yeah.
It's a matter
so you guys do need to be needed. That is in your nature. It's a lesson that I've learned.
A man want to know that he's there for some purpose.
Reason. Okay. And not sex. Other than sex.
You know, because at the end of the day, when you really look at it, just to be real about it, the only thing we get from a female is sex. What else we get? I mean, come on, let's be real about it.
Why you say you get a hot
meal? We care less. All we want is the remote and sit there and watch sports. But you know, just to be real about it, you know. But for the most part, the woman's gonna always win because the man is always gonna do everything to make sure that she does win. We can care less about what we get. If a woman buys this or buys that, that's fine. But we don't. It don't bother us none if we don't get.
Okay.
Because I mean, this a real man. He want his woman to be happy. Wife.
Okay. So, but here's been my problem. I am driven, as you guys can see, ambitious. I have a great purpose and calling in my life. Right.
Right.
And not to. Even just to throw in the looks, I've always had this problem, you know, the look thing. And the men seem to be intimidated by that. I'm ambitious. You too strong. You're too this. You're too that. You know, I can't win. I can't dumb down to be with a brother. I can't do that. I can't dim my light. I have a bright light.
Okay. Say for instance.
Men don't like that.
If I was to come in your life and I see what you're doing, I see what you're trying to do. So I'm coming in now. Here I come.
Okay, I'm listening.
Now this is what I would do.
Okay.
I'm coming in there to uplift you, to push you, to make it more successful.
You need some classes.
Let's keep going. Let's get this going.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to pursue and I want you to achieve what you're trying to do. That's what I want. I'm not intimidated by what you're doing.
You're a real man. You're a real man.
I want you to be better and better and better. That's a part of being on a team.
Yes.
When you're on a team, you push your teammates to be better. You might not be.
But how many men do you know like that? How many men do you know like that?
But that's not saying it's rare. It's just that you have to go if you're looking for a 10, don't be shopping at Dollar Tree.
I'm not shopping at Dollar Tree.
I'm just saying. I don't mean that literally. I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
If you're looking for a certain status,
I'm not looking.
No, I'm not talking about you. Period. I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
If a woman, because I see that on Facebook. Where are all the good men?
If you can't sit down and communicate with somebody,
if you had a good man, would you know how to keep that good man? Would you be good for that good man? I see that on Facebook all the time. And so what I'm saying though is if I'm looking for someone to uplift me and I'm right here, then everything that attract me is coming from down here. I can politely and respectfully say, no, thank you. I don't have to deal with that. I don't even have to entertain that.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I be asking questions like, you know, what's such and such hang out at? You know, and somebody somewhere gonna tell you where to go.
Everybody always say go to church.
They ain't at church.
No, they ain't.
They ain't church.
They are not.
I told you I'm gonna come to church. How I told you that.
People in church are in church because
you know what I have this saying. Listen, you guys, I have this saying in my comedy routine that I do, that a single black man in church is like hot fish at a cookout. Ain't gonna last long. All the women gonna be on. He ain't gonna last long. And you know, but for me, I really have made peace with being single. I made peace with. God has so much on my life to do. I don't have time to entertain negativity anymore. I'm tired. I'm actually tired.
You want somebody to be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
To be supportive.
Let's build our dreams together. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's
just, a lot of men feel intimidated.
They feel intimidated
for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Don't feel that they.
And so all that man is the woman.
They feel that they don't belong with that woman because of what she's doing.
Yeah. And that whole thing about walk behind me. I don't want to walk behind a man. I want to walk beside you. I want us to walk life together.
Your hand, baby, before you up here with me. Come on, baby, let's go.
I wasn't meant to be submissive in that sense of like I can't think. Like you got to make all the decisions and all that kind of stuff. The submission part comes from us submitting to each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not you telling me what to do or not me telling you what to do, but you respecting that you have an equal partner, and I've never come across that. We are almost out of time here. We got to get out of here. We got to be at the Bonefish Grill. If you guys want to come and join us and have dinner and have drinks, come on out. We're at Bonefish Grill at 8:00. I have reservations for 10. Access at the door for the Yams talk show table. They'll bring you over. It is Dutch treat. Pay for your own drinks. But I would like to see some of you guys come out and have dinner with us and just continue this conversation and just catch up or whatever. This has been a great conversation. Can I have you guys back again and we continue this? There's so much that we can talk about because you guys have a lot of information. Warren, you told me you were trying to start some stuff with some guys for the young men.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I want to start a group actually with the boys and the girls. Mm-hmm. And I just basically want them to do whatever they want to do together. We can do it.
Yeah.
But if I ask you to go to a senior citizen house and cut the grass, mm-hmm. I ask you to go to the park and let's pick up cans.
Yes.
I want to do that as well. But I also want to introduce them to Black businesses who
yes.
have done it on their own.
Yes.
We teach our Black children to go to school and get an education and get a job
on a corporate plantation.
We don't teach them to become owners of nothing.
Yes, we don't.
And they need to see other Black people doing it.
Yes.
And I just want to do some work that when you that's not driven by the money. It's a lot of programs out here and we don't know any that's doing anything, and that's because they got them numbers that look good on paper, and they got that money and got away with it.
Yeah.
They've learned how to beat the system.
Yes.
That's not going to help our Black children.
That's the truth.
Our Black children need some help.
Yes, they do.
Boys and girls.
Yes, they do.
And so that's where I'm going. I've been talking to some people who already have some programs in place, mm-hmm. and I just want to put my input in.
Yeah, yeah. And Victor, what about you? What light holds for you right now?
Well, I'm just taking it easy.
You have a lot of information. I hope that you are working with some kids somewhere.
Well, I've been doing it pretty much all my life, the basis of my life.
Yeah.
I've been working part-time at a lot of juvenile facilities.
Good for you.
Things of that nature. So,
I've
been dealing with kids a long time. It'll never stop.
Good for you. Good for you. You seem like such a genuine person. We're going to take a few more comments here. It's almost 7:30. Clyde Bledsoe, I'm so glad you joined, Clyde. A good man is considered a weak man. Hey, Playboy cheater, they love him to death. Take care of him. I agree with you on that. Anthony Gorman says many men don't know how to deal with independent women. Laura Taylor says we as women need our Black men. Yes, we do. We need them to help us love and take care of us from danger. We want them to love us. This just got out of my thing. We want them to love their children's heart, with their hearts, not look at us as sex objects. That's the truth. We are strong-minded and some independent because men are afraid to deal with us. That is the truth. There are too many women who will let them cheat with them. I wouldn't cheat with nobody else, man, because I don't want them to cheat on me. That is the truth, Laura. You don't tell about shit up. I know she's Laura says, love you guys. Thank you. Anthony Gorman says, sign me up, Rusty, for June 15th through the 17th. Sign him up for what you're doing. Willie Soul Train says, I really enjoyed this show. Great conversation. Demetrius Freeman says, I'm down with helping Rusty. Great idea. And Anthony Gorman says, Lesser CC has nonprofit. Yes. That. Thank you guys for joining today. I really appreciated the honesty and the transparency of you guys coming on. This was just such a great conversation. We're going to have this conversation more often. We're not male bashing. We're trying to understand what's at the root cause of why our communities are failing.
I got an idea for the show.
Okay.
Why do women lie and cheat?
Okay, James Ward.
bring two.
I'm going to do that.
Bring two women in here.
I'm going to bring in some women who are serial daters of married men. Believe it or not.
Whoops. Serial date. They serial.
They go from one married man to the next.
Man, there's no winning in it.
Some women, that's all they want, though. Yeah. You know, and so
because they're afraid of the men.
Yeah. And some of us have been so hurt that we feel safer when he's married. That means I ain't got to deal with all the BS that comes along. Yeah, so I'm just getting what I'm getting from him.
That's an excuse.
Yeah, I believe it is an excuse.
Afraid of commitment.
It is, and commitment is really going to be what we're talking about here, because at some point, if we don't have this dialogue, we're never going to have an understanding of each other. We don't understand. Y'all don't understand us, and vice versa. You can't understand if you don't communicate, and communication requires dialogue. It requires conversation. It requires listening, to each other too. And so that's what the You Are My Sister talk show is about. It's not about women. I do believe that if we heal the woman, we heal the world. And that's because when you heal a woman, then you heal the whole village, And that is what we do here today. So it is about 7:30, you guys. We're going to get ready to go up to Bonefish Grill. I will see you guys next Sunday. I got an author coming on next week. We're going to have a good time, have some conversation with her. Her name is Phyllis Dixon. She's from here, and she's written books, and we're going to talk to her. So we'll see you next week if there's nothing else. Thank you guys for coming on. I'll have you on again. See you at Bonefish. Please come out. Thank you. This is Amber at FIG Productions, where we don't employ people, we empower them. Thank you. Look at the love. See you next week. Look at my controller. Bye-bye, y'all.